Hello, my people. For real, this is take 4. I thought I was done. I just recorded, and the freaking microphone is making crazy sounds. Okay, so I have been offline, whatever, not recording for the past 5 days because I just got back from Oahu for the third time and I actually still enjoyed it and everything. Um, for my husband's work's 50th anniversary. And so I have decided that I'm failing in my mission in a sense for winging these sorts of episodes because I have way too much to say. So I created, while I am at home and can do this, some dry erase board action that I can quickly just bullet the things that I would like to talk about. Because while I know some of you might like to hear me run my mouth, and just listen to whatever's on my mind, because I know that some of you and my couple of friends or whatever say that. I still like to kind of have an outline or just showing in my storytelling like how to integrate this into your life, the things that I talk about. Perhaps I'm supposed to record this now for the fourth time because I'm supposed to share something I didn't share before, because I'm even saying things differently than I did. um, okay, so what I wanted to go over, there's a couple things, and not to make it so confusing, but for those of you that know anything about me and the depths of the things that I talk about when it comes to culture, you'd think I'd be talking about this whole video regarding, in this video regarding about the commercialization of Oahu, but I didn't want to focus on that there, nor do I want to focus on this here. I'm also really proud of myself. I forgot to say that for my own self, I practiced a lot of silence while I was doing things, just even around the hotel room, messing around with my clothes and different things that I love to do with my fashion, aside from listening to music and just enjoying the view. And oh, this is what I wanted to say. This is actually a very big deal too, is that my experience, especially my beautiful view, it's oceanfront, not ocean view, that is a good idea to get, is that since my dad was really frugal growing up, I would never have stayed in something like this, just to even to experience, right? Whether it's 4 or 5 star hotel situation. But seeing all this magnificent, I can appreciate it. And also, though, sharing, especially with first responders, it's not just them, but other people as well. With this kind of stuff, I appreciate it, but I don't need it in large doses. So I don't know how unusual this is, especially for people that like to work, which I do. But serving more is even a bigger deal to me. But I don't, I appreciate different things, nature, things like that, but I just don't need it in length. So for me, it's like, okay, done, I'm over it. So I was really just trying to embrace the moment, which can be difficult for me, and just experience this awe. We also went, oh, I forgot to mention this in the last video because this was magnificent too. Turtle Bay or Turtle Cove. It's a golf course retreat area sort of place too. That was really magnificent too. So for to me to see expansiveness and like feeling that whole rich, even though rich is inside, rich happiness, whatever, but feeling like, hey, when I have money, like this, these are the sorts of things that I could experience on this level, right? So I don't know that I would go and stay in a golf course. It's just the point that everything was so magnificent, the water's so beautiful, and just things were just looked beautiful. So that was very important, I think, for me to say, because just as part of my journey, it's like, wow, I would have never known. Okay, number 2, I have to bring this up too because this is about evolving culture. Some people may think this is dumb, they think it's funny, they don't care. It doesn't matter, because I have to just bring it up. To me, it's a beautiful thing to see culture that many of us and before us have been oppressed, right? By higher ups, government, whoever it is, right? Bosses, whatever it is, okay? Evolving together. And that is about crossing the street. So I saw before, so on this main street in Oahu, there are a lot of tiny streets that you have to cross, but you have to wait till the light changes. And what I saw this time that I did not see before is actually people breaking the rules. That clearly there are no cars around, there is no fear for your safety, and everybody is crossing, even when the light has not changed to go. And so it is beautiful as a collective when we do these things, when we trust ourselves using our own guidance system. And again, this is such a simple thing, but it is an example of how when people are scared to do something or again to break rules or whatever, we are waiting to ask to get permission, right? We could go into that talking about the different things and the consequences and the spanking and the punishment and all that sort of stuff. Once I break it down, you will understand more about these sorts of situations that we may uh, do out of fear based on all of that, but I'm not going to get into it because there's lots of examples. Um, which one of my, there's one of my videos. I can't remember which one it is. Maybe it's Finding Your Truth in American Pop Culture. I can't remember. Maybe I talk about a little bit more there. But thirdly, before I die from lack of, or from thirst, is socializing with others outside of your tribe and your box is a beautiful thing, people. It doesn't mean necessarily that you have to be friends with them or even to any sort of level. It could be a stranger, right? I'm bringing this up because there were some people like this in our group where I admit I was judging. But when I judge initially, since I like to get to know people and either prove that my thoughts are false or whatever it is, or find out like, hey, why are they not, why they're acting like they're not talking, why are they not talking? And maybe it's not that they're shy, but they're not giving off the energy that they want to engage, and I don't know if they're judging me. And so all these sorts of things going through my mind. But when you open the door and you engage in some sort of something, question asking, you can find out all kinds of things, even that this person is funnier than you thought, or whatever it is, the thoughts in your mind. And maybe again, people don't care, whatever. Like, you don't have to engage if you don't want to with certain people. But I think because I've become this documentarian, reporter, interest in people's stories, becoming more extroverted. I like to talk to people, but I gotta watch out for myself because I end up being late to stuff because I'm talking to people. And I talked to some other dude. I thought about it first because I was wondering if I was going to get trapped. But that was kick-ass conversation because he was from Canada. We were talking about mindset and him being 80 and him defying what doctors said again about like his knees and not being able to climb Diamond Head, and he did. We started talking about that, and then he schooled me on bees and wasps, which I keep getting bitten because our acreage in the back is way overgrown, and they are biting me through my clothing, inside of my clothing, and I don't know if it's a wasp or a bee, but it itches for days, and it hurts. So I was sharing that. I don't even know how we brought it up. And so I'm going to go ahead and end before I start rambling, which I usually ramble anyway at the end of these videos. But to summarize it, is that I still had a good time being their third time commercialized area. We did go out hours drive, I shared with you, and then food trucks, and we did different stuff like that. Heard great music, and Oahu seems to be doing just fine, um, and just kicking and butt flosses and thongs everywhere, just like normal. And yeah, and then we went on a kick-ass boat ride that splashed and was just water was everywhere. And yeah, that's about it. Good laughs, just not super eventful, and we had fun, and 5 days was cool. So that's about all, folks, for now. I will get back at you with another show up soon, which I plan on doing. It is November 17th that the holidays are coming up. And you know, I have some stuff to say about that, especially since I'm a Grinch pretty much every year. Just the past 2 years, I've been trying to be more conscious and aware. And and then finally, I forgot to tell you this part too, that almost every day something psychic happened with me. When I say that, I mean just I would say something and then it would happen, or I would see something or whatever, whatever. That's normal part of my life. It's just weird when it's just how fast it happens. And that damn, I was just talking about that damn Mariah Carey Christmas song that I despise because I worked retail and they played it all the time, and I don't totally love her except for this one, that one song, we belong together, and they played it at this awesome in the hood kind of Helena's Hawaiian food. I'm saying that, but it's probably not really the hood, but dive restaurant place, and they were playing that song in there of all songs. So it's just talking about her. Okay, I think that's all for now. So I'll talk to you next time. Yes, I will be talking about holidays, interacting with people that you may not like, and how to survive that, manage that, and maybe some speak up skills. Yes, I will. I will end up doing that, but I might have to write out more on that whole thing just for anybody who needs some advice on taking action. Okay, so I'll talk to you next time. Bye.